Hi, Pisces. So, I'm going to start this off here for you guys with a disclaimer. Maybe this will be a regular part of our interactions moving forward. Um, yeah, so this is the best that I got for right now, because right now it's just like right now. I could ever think about tomorrow or dwell on yesterday, but this is right now. It is technically the 31st of January, 2021. And, well, I did do a video for you guys, but it got like way out of control as far as it was just a little bit too much for people. So we're gonna wait on that. All right. Um, but what the disclaimer is that well, everything that we do is for a reason. It may be to benefit other people, yeah, and then it's to benefit ourselves too. And so this works better for me when I have I work with when my message is inside of me boiling up, and then I turn on the camera. All right. And I'm just only telling you that so that you can understand why this might take a while longer. And there may be some times when I'm not like chopping, and working, and checking, doing that. Like there may be some silent moments. I might not be able to find things like right now. I was looking for something. I get a little bit absent minded. I'm in the process of like a transition. Let me put this on so it doesn't fall down. Last thing we need is for y'all to be saying I was trying to have a Janet and a JT moment. Super Bowl. If any of you remember that. So those are my hair clips, and these are my night clothes. Um, there was something else that I was looking for, and it'll come to me. This is how I work for right now, and just bear with me. I guarantee you that I'll give you a beneficial message. I'm a little bit loopy, just by nature. And so I just wanted to just let you know that in advance. You've probably seen worse. And this is like a judgment free zone. I was looking for an ink pen. Yeah, I'm seeing one right away. Oh, the other thing is that my decks that I'm using. So I'm actually currently, and until further notice, I'm working with this deck right here. This deck was very unusual because it is. So this is what I'm working with. The only thing is that I don't know all of the specific meanings of the I don't know what the heck that was. Yeah, I don't know all the specific meanings of these cards by heart set, and I want to because obviously there's a reason why I'm using this deck. I really do. I'm learning, and you are learning as well. I'm very well read with tarot cards, and I always have my own connotation and my own reasoning behind them. So, just in case you're not that familiar with tarot card reads. What else did I want to say? Yeah, see, we're already like 5 minutes in, and like I'm saying, there are times like this, but once I get on a roll, we get on a roll. I'm just wanting to explain this to you in advance, just to give you a heads up that it might get long and drawn out. Some people don't have the patience, I guess, to deal with that. Okay. Now these readings are for entertainment purposes only, and I say that to let you know that I am not a licensed or certified. See, I knew that thing was going to happen. I'm not like a doctor, okay? I am so, you know, basically I'm just saying like go see your doctor if you need some stuff, pills or advice. In a non-medical professional way, I might say things that are unorthodox. And don't worry, I'm gonna write this down one day so that we just get the gist, or maybe I'll have it prepared for you. So I still kind of, believe it or not, I got my little rollers and stuff in because I'm just gonna put my head right back on. Oh, I was looking for a lighter too. That's what I was looking for. An ink pen and a lighter. This is what I do. Okay. So I see a lighter. And I found a pen. It's not that I'm lazy. It's just that it's painful sometimes for me to stand up. All right, so I got this because I think that, yeah. Well, now it wants to work, but I'm just going to fill it up because I was trying to work with it a few hours ago. It didn't work. The ink pen, I forget what I was getting ready to write, but I might write something. I've got water, I've got no wine, and I'm gonna do my best to deliver a nice message my way. You say my way. In hopes that whoever is resonating with me, or just want you guys to benefit from the message for you. So this is going to be a Pisces read. And I'm just not one of those people that stick to a strict mode 24/7. So yeah. So yeah, I don't know all the information to like all the answers. So sometimes I read, and right now like this lighting is a tad bit awkward for me. So some of the words I can't pronounce, and I was actually using a card like to get in between the lines because my eyes are getting blurred because I'm in that, that damn 40-something thing is going on with me, and so I'm using this also. Can you see that? Yeah. So this is the Sibyl's Oracle. Yeah, it says Oracle of Black Doves of Africa by Tiana Lee McClear. Very good information. The only thing is, like I said in advance, I stumble over some of the words because they're unusual. And I'm also using these. So now these here are my angels and ancestors oracle. I don't know. I always build some type of an association with my card decks. Like I don't know how come. So I guess other readers. Oh, excuse me. I guess other readers do too. It's rather late, but my main goal is to get my message out. I kind of want to get it out before February actually begins. I also didn't post Taurus yet either, so I've got Taurus done and I'm satisfied with it, I think. But your guys's was like it may be a little bit over the top for you to handle given my style and everything. And I say that in the most humble way ever. You'll see. So, Pisces. I didn't shuffle yet, but I'm gonna. I wanted to turn some music on, but I'm not, because sometimes when I start with music playing, no matter how low it is, I think maybe unless it's like Mozart or something like that, but no matter how low it is, it distracts me. And I'd like for that to not stop, because that same thing is what gets me, like what has gotten me here to just decide to do the damn thing, All right, so how can we begin? We're going to start with these. These here, my ancestor, angel and ancestor oracle. They're an oracle, not necessarily a tarot. I got like so many more other decks, and if I decide to open up a different deck for any specific reason, that's possible. It might actually, I've never had it really happen, but it could, because I don't know, there's an unusual feel here. So Pisces, this reading is going to be for you guys, and it's going to be for the month of February 2000 and I was getting ready to say 2021. Welcome. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm a little sick. I told y'all I'm hood sometimes. And so like I said, today's date is January the 31st, and it's like 9 o'clock, and I'm on hold with some stupid freakers. Hold on, so I'm waiting. I've got that on just so I can see it. So I might have to stop to take care of something. You'll be minding your own business, but it's something that I'm letting you know in advance. And this is just me. I don't know why I do it this way for right now. It's for right now. It's not for moving forward. But yeah, I'd like for you guys to really benefit from this. Yeah, 1 second here. Well, I was going to say, let us pray. What was I going to do? Let's do this here. These cards actually have this thing here. my angels and ancestors oracle deck. So let me see if I also take them. It says here like this. We'll put it like this just for everyone to understand. So I don't know what you call God or whatever, the universe, but Pisces. It says here. I got Beyonce in my inside of my brain, my power. Okay, guardians of the four corners, mother in the earth, father in the sky, angels, ancestors, sacred ones, I call on you and welcome you here now. Basically, in a nutshell, ancestors, God, I call on you and I welcome you here now. And so I set the intention that whatever is gained from the lessons learned from this tool are dedicated to the growth of all beings in all places. All right, so that's that, and I mean that. I just said it that way. I was actually going to say the Lord's Prayer. I was born and raised a Christian. Yeah, these cards are actually growing on me more and more. It's funny how if you're not ready to receive something, you just won't. So you can be a high vibrational Piscean or cross watcher and still come across as like toxic or unwanted or aggravating or irritating or something like that, and you know what your intentions are. I've got the Hermit in the middle in direction. Guardian. Don't worry. Yeah, sometimes I take cards that I don't mean to for. I don't have any set way except for to be led to give you a message, and I'm still working on it. It's still inside of me. I feel that I need a thesaurus, if you know what I mean. All right, Pisces, February 2021 general reading. I don't know what your spiritual beliefs are, and it doesn't really matter since we're all sitting here. I know that the Bible says to touch not my anointed. That's two things. So, we take 3 of these and we set them over here after we, so it says direction, guardian did come back out again. And it says surround yourself with protective energy, Pisces. So that's what we're going to read about. I'm going to read about the books with everything. That's why I said these readings are going to get long, and I'm already taking long. I take my time and I think. And you can go ahead and turn this off. You'll come back to me eventually. And I know it because I know where my heart is and I know where yours is. I don't want to be speaking too fast, right? Yes. Where's my baby? Okay, there he is. All right, so we've got that one. Those 2. We've got 4 of these rather than 3. So it says, Lord, take charge with authority. And then this one says lady, and it says enjoy growth and rewards. All right. For the sake of, like I said, going with the flow, these are the cards that we've got out. I'm going to put this here. All right. I'm going to set these right here. Those are our 4 cards. We're going to get into the tarot. I'll save my Sibyl's Oracle for last. That's how I've been doing it as of late. But these I got to get a good shuffle on because it gets my, it gets me going. This is my spiritual foreplay. And I hate for you guys to have to see me this way, but until I ever expand more, this is the way it is. I might seem weird and stuff, but it's okay because we're all weirdos out here to some extent. You really shouldn't judge a book by its cover, unless you have to. If you have to, you have to. All right, sometimes you just don't have enough time to get what you need, but technically, Pisces, in February 2021. Okay. Yeah. Let me see here. This has been like all day. I've actually been in this type of energy. Actually, technically, it's been all week, and I think I might be attributing it to the retrograde. We've got Mercury in retrograde. I think it's either in Uranus or Aquarius. Mercury is exalted though in Aquarius, so like my confidence, self-esteem, boom. Unusually, but Mercury is a planet. It's a communicator planet. Yeah, oh Gemini. It's an air energy, so you would it would resonate with what you all know. Gemini, Aquarius, and Libra would resonate with. Okay, so but we're doing this here for Pisces. My little fishies. Where can I lay this down? It'll go out soon, so I don't want to burn my table. That's a lot of smoke, ain't that though? Usually I can't get it to stay lit. Alright. So Pisces, this here is for you. I'm going to do 10 cards. And not necessarily straight through. What I want you guys to pay attention to and realize is that this is a message for you all. These messages are energetic, right? When I say energetic, I mean male, female. That's not necessarily what it'll be. I want to say though that more than likely, the ten of cups are at the bottom. I want to say more than likely though that I'll say something if I really feel like this is a male or this is a female. But if you get like the queen of something or the king of something or the emperor versus the empress, it could be either way, literally. And that goes for whether we're doing this generally or even when you go to the store, to get your cards read. That's a fact. That's how it goes, and I know that. All right. This is for Pisces for February 2021. Yes, March. Pisces, February 2021. What is going on with your guys' planet? Okay. Pisces. Oh, I turned that over. I wasn't supposed to, but so right off the bat, folks, we do have. The first card that came out here was the Three of Coins, aka the Three of Pentacles. Okay, and we've got it being crossed by the Ace of Swords, Ace of Knives. So I do speak about these cards interchangeably when I talk about the what it falls under, whether it's coins or wands or cups. This here deck, it talks coins, knives, and baskets. So baskets means cups. And we're working on this here. So here's the thing. Pisces. You have an opportunity to do something that's going to be collaborative. Okay, there's the bottom line here is going to revolve around collaborating, but the collaboration will be like a double-edged crystal clear sword, or directly the opposite, say. That's what I'm saying. I see it as a crystal clear sword. There's going to be clarity, truth, for you to make really good, educated, decisive decisions, and to utilize your free will. With as much whole effectiveness. Okay? February 2021. So I will take these. So, okay. All right, so Pisces. Let's look at these here. You've got the Father of Sticks. So the Father of Sticks, aka is the King of Wands, okay? And this is major arcana here. It says them bones. So this is the world. All right. I'm gonna be all up in the books, guys. Okay. So you know what? I'm glad that I did redo this because I was like bugging the other night, and I don't think I'm posted because you guys would think I didn't lost it, but no, I got a little bit of a way through the roof sense of humor. The World card is where you're focused. You're focused on, yeah, completion. There's an unconscious energy of the Father of Wands, or the King of Wands. Charismatic, reputation at the center of it all. Because you're beautiful or something, or there's something about you that's eye-catching, or there's something, and it doesn't have to be like looks. It can be the way that you communicate. It could be the way that you work, the way that you walk. There's something about you that people pay attention to. Do y'all remember that movie, or have you ever heard of the movie Forrest Gump? You remember we were all watching this guy jog like across somewhere. I don't remember all of the gory details. I do remember that, like, it's to me it seemed like it was like a world thing, like a worldwide thing was on TV, and he was just jogging. I don't know how long, forever, right? And then like he got to a certain point, all of these followers they started jogging, and then the next thing we know, he just said, I'm going home, or I'm done, or something like that. And the thing that I don't know, I equate that I it seems to me fitting when I think of the King of Wands energy, because he had amassed all that attention, and even though whether you're, what's going on over there, you could be a world leader, right, or just a person, but if there's something about you that we're all paying attention to, technically, if you didn't sign up for the leadership role, but you've been put there or something. Yeah, I mean, with these laws that man has made for us, yeah, you can say I'm going home without feeling any responsibility to uphold to those people that are following you. Okay, just work with me, okay, Pisces. Yeah, so you've got the World card, and this is your in regards to this situation, this collaborative energy of the Three of Pentacles, crossed with the Ace of Swords energy. I want to say my intuition says this is a long time coming, or something like this. Yeah, so I don't know what we're going to end up with at the end of it all, but this is something that has been needed to something. It's something is being orchestrated, and there is major arcana. It won't be surprising to me at all if major arcana just pops up in here again, maybe 2 or 3 times. Prophetically, though, in this deck here, this a Three of Pentacles energy is actually represented by a gypsy woman, a fortune teller, if you'll see. And that's another thing, like, you can't always see everything because these are like 50 different shades of brown rather than the gray thing or the black and white thing. But so I don't want to just rush through this here for you guys. Oh, too much, honey. Yeah, so your most recent past, we've got wish fulfilled energy. So this is the Nine of Baskets, aka the Nine of Cups. Pisces. So It seems like you recently had an opportunity, or you're still finishing out a possibility of actually getting whatever it is that you wanted. You know, the money, the knowledge, the traveling, big things, little things, free things in life. You know, they say that the best things in life are free, but the best things in life are what you will or what you say that they are in accordance to you. You're moving forward though, Pisces. You are dealing with an energy of, here, this is the devil technically. And, pardon me. The devil's card here in my hoodoo deck, it says Ms. Miss Robinson. And she works for, or she owns, Bristol's funeral home. I pretty much already remember her situation and her, her point of view and where she's coming from. So once I get enough here laid out, I'll let you know what I mean. But for the moment, this is the devil energy. This is moving forward. Recently you had an opportunity to acquire your wish fulfilled. Your wishes were fulfilled. Carefully. Now, these wishes that you were able to acquire, I can't really just necessarily 100% like say that you didn't interfere with any other person's, free will or anything like that. But you, maybe because, you've got this lady here, even though these particular cards, they are hoodoo. Hoodoo is like, it's not voodoo, but I mean, it's unusual, unorthodox rather. But it's the 21st. Okay. And this is what we're doing with these cards with. Look at that, honey pie. Yeah, so Pisces, the energy that's going to be representing you, most of you, male or female, it could be exactly like I'm laying it down here, or opposite, or precisely opposite. It's on the same line, so you'll see. I'll explain more what I'm saying in a second. Pisces, what am I still shuffling here for? Give it to me now. You have Miss Ida. Okay, Miss Ida, she's major arcana also. I told you that we were going to have some more majors come out here. This is the majors, man. They represent divine intervention. Yes, indeed. Yeah, so Miss Ida, let's see how she's looking. I'm going to read these. I'm going to have to, guys. So here we go. We're going to be here for quite some time. Yeah, so Miss Ida looks like a little girl in an attic. Gosh, you guys, these cards are like, I like them a lot. Yeah, so that's a little girl in the attic, and it looks like she's got like figures of like marriage, like. All right, so what it looks like to me. It's a little girl up in the attic. There's a half crescent moon. I don't know if it's waxing or not. I can't remember that. But she's a little girl up there. She's very calm and peaceful in the attic. Little black girl, little brown skin girl. And there are 1, 2, 3, 4 figures. They are looking like 4 figures that are like impossible candles. But they're like, they're candles that have been like sculpted out into like people. All right. They also can be misconstrued or re-identified as, I don't know, like fairies. It's very easy to or a dream. You know how when you dream, like in your dream state, things are like it's like the way things look and be like it's odd, and I can't even explain it. I don't even know what the words are to explain what I'm saying. But so we've got it looks like lovers. It looks like situation. Somebody sitting down. You really need to get the deck. This is representing your energy, Pisces. Now, Pisces is, if I'm not incorrect, you guys are showing up in your read right now. Welcome. Pisces. Yeah, so you've got she's the high priestess energy, and High Priestess, I mean, she knows things. Like, she's aware of everything that she needs to be aware of. So far, actually, Pisces, so far, yeah. Another major arcana, okay? So, we have, we've got Judgment, Pisces. Here's the thing. What do I want to say about this here? All right, so we've got Mrs. Robinson, the devil, okay? I'm going to tell you why. You guys are going to really enjoy this read, I think. At least I know I am. Okay, so you've got, this is moving forward, right? Your soon to be energy. You're floating, you're probably already flirting with this energy already right now. So you're going from wish fulfilled. I don't know how your wish fulfilled came to be, but usually when you do like spell works or I don't know, you always need to give something back. You know, there needs to be like, there's always going to be an exchange, like, you know. Anyway, so I don't know how you came about getting it. I don't know if you made a deal with the devil. I don't know. But the devil is here. Right away. This is for February. Yeah. All right. That energy is here. Machiavellian type of energy. Then you've got yourself, of course. And this is representing yourself, of course. Yes. High Priestess. Male or female. Okay. Take it how it resonates or how it applies. Then you've got Judgment in your immediate environment right now. Judgment is upon you, okay? Judgment meaning fixing things. Major. So now we got 1, 2, 3, 4. What I do say good about this right now is Pisces. You're fit enough. Okay. Yeah, so this here, your hopes and fears position, you have the, you've got the 8 of knives. AKA 8 of swords. And the 8 of swords, this one came out too. This is the mother of swords, AKA queen of swords. I'm going to put that there, okay, because these two wanted to come out together. We got the 10 of wands at the bottom. Don't bite more than you can chew. Yeah. All right. Or you did already. We'll see. And we have a long way to go and a lot to talk about here. All right. All right. Pisces, February 2021. Possible outcome. Thank you. And we have another major arcana. Listen, I like it when it does that because it verifies that I'm tapped in. But you do either way. So this here, your possible outcome, you have a Bishop C.H. Mason. And it's major arcana. And he represents number 5. So he would be the Hierophant. All right. Yeah. Your possible outcome is the Hierophant. You'll be following a strict regimen. You'll be required. There's requirements for stuff or something like that. Collection. You owe for whatever, you know. And you see, this world card, this completion. I swear this is about collection. This completion card here, this world card. If you could see, it's like these ladies, they sitting out, they throwing bones, right? And the bone ladies must have had just told her something. She's like, oh my God, are you serious? I'm not getting bad way about this. I am getting a darkness, but darkness in a good way, okay? So now let us not forget that we got this here. How did these come out? Let me say. Yeah. Okay, so I forget what order they were in, but I think I've got them pretty much in order. So we've got Arrow. And it says surround yourself with positive energy. Okay. So then we have Lord, aka Law. Take charge with authority. And then we have Direction, Guardian. This one says choose your path. I'm going to read all these for you. And then this one here says Lady, enjoy growth and reap rewards. All right. They're going to still sit over here. Um, hmm. All right. You know what else I'm going to do? I don't usually do it this way, but I'm going to be doing a lot of literal reading out of the book. I can already see. Definitely for all four of these, for all three of these, and for about two of these regulars here. So that's going to take some time, and I'll do my very, very best to, get through it as quickly as possible. But I really want you guys to just settle in and, handle this. You got it. You got this. The thing I like is that you are actually rising to the energies around you. Even though the devil is, not always seen as the best, best, loveliest type of an energy, but it is major. It's divine. The devil's energy is divine. The Piscean energy is divine. The environmental energy is divine. The things you're focused on as far as completing situations go is divine. So, and then the possible outcome is divine. So, let's see that here. This here, it says accumulation. Don't worry, I will get into it. I will get into the definition of it. And I'm not going to cut any corners. But honestly, it might not be that bad though, guys. All right. See, I knew something like that was going to happen. Let me grab that. Dropping all kinds of stuff. All right, pardon my backside. Sorry, y'all. All right. This is disguise. One more. I like these cards a lot. Here's this one, and then you've got the Death card. Pisces. All right. So these are oracles, and then the first four that I did are oracles. And it's funny, you guys got an extra card, and I'm sorry. And it's at the bottom of the deck here is confusion. And the bottom of this deck here is strength, and the bottom of this deck here, you've got Earth Mother, feel loved and comforted. All right. I'm not going to read that one unless I'm guided to. This month here that we're in, that we're ending January, and then the month that we're going into. This thing is so unruly. The month that we're going into, I feel like it's a big deal. You know that we're in the midst of a Mercurial retrograde, so usually it's just not a good time to sign papers, documents. A lot of times this time, like I believe that attorneys and judges and politicians and lawmakers and stuff, they a lot of cases tend to get like postponed or something like that, because like a lot of decisions that are made right now may not stick in stone. And I don't know if those decisions that are made right now apply to like the natural laws of the universe. You know what I'm saying? Not the ones that we got to go sign and get tickets and stuff for like that. Okay, not the red light, yellow light, green light, go, stop. Not them laws. I don't even want to say if it's I want to say it's applicable maybe to moral man-made laws like that, okay? So far, I'm working on a different theory, though. Alrighty, so, and you know what I do? I was doing clarifying with my little guys, but I don't feel like going to get them. Do I have anything? You know what I'm going to do with y'all? I'm going to utilize, if I need to, these, my kippers. I haven't really been dealing with them lately, but I just feel like they should be in here. So I'm going to be doing clarifiers with kippers if I need to. If I don't need to, we'll move forward. So do you realize and understand how come I was asking y'all to like just be a little bit patient? And I know that a lot of you aren't going to be, but I have faith that a lot of you will, and it won't be too much longer that I'll actually be operating out of this type of an energy flow. But it might be, I don't know. I don't like to rush I don't have to, because that's my nature. And so I really like to milk those moments when I'm feeling like contemplative, or when I'm taking my time. I appreciate those times because I'm on the gun. I'm always on the go. Always. I don't, not always. I keep a bag packed. I'm always out the door. I never really take my time. So I've been on this flow for a while, and it's like I've been taking my time plus a little bit erratic, and then all over the world, all over the place. Yeah. Three of Coins, collaboration energy. How do I want to go about this? Give me some guidance, Spirit. Let me know what to do here. Where do I want to go with first? What do we need to talk about first? What do I need to do? Shall I, I'm going to go ahead and read the book from the top. All right? That's what we're going to do. Oh, it's right there, right in my face. All right, so in the beginning, arrow. Okay. Let me see. You know, in a perfect world, I'd be reading these and then already know all of the definitions to all of this stuff. But I mean, you know what arrow means. Obviously, to surround yourself by positive energy. Literally choose. Did you know that the truest definition of the word sin is to miss your mark, missing your point, missing where you're supposed to be aiming. Where is this? Let me stop talking for just 1 second, guys. Where is that? Where is that? I know I just had to have gone past it. They could at least put them in alphabetical order. Druid, Earth Mother, Elder, Great Teacher, Hermit, High Priestess, Hunter, Knight, Lady, Lord. Come on. Come now. Oh, it's right there. Okay, so 2018. What else do we have, just so I can get that out the way right now? Okay, so we've got arrow. We got that one. On 118. Just work with me, folks. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm trying something. I'm just trying to be as ingenuitive as I possibly can be. And then we had Lord. Arrow, Lord, Direction, Guardian. $96. Lastly, number 4, we've had Lady. Where did I see her at, actually? I think she was on the middle. Yes, she was. Okay. Yeah, she's there. And he's right behind her. So that's something to consider. So what was it first? The arrow. All right, here we are, folks. I'm going to read them because I think that they're relevant. I like these cards, and I'm really not ready to start winging it yet because I want to learn the meanings of them as well. So these are things that we do already know, but I like the way it's explained. I like the verbiage practice now. Like I said, bear with me with the reading part. Okay? Yeah, so arrow. Surround yourself with See, I said positive at first. It actually says surround yourself with protective energy. So basically, Pisces, protection. Protection. Maybe I'll get into some of that for you after this. So yeah, you might want to hang out. All right. Yeah. So it's to surround yourself with positive people and experiences, and environments that make you feel safe. Call on your angels, guides, and ancestors to bring you protection. All right. The arrows have long been revered as symbols of protection, as many native peoples would use the bow and arrow, as a weapon of defense. When an arrow appears in a meditation or dreams or an oracle reading, it's a sign that you need to protect yourself and what is important to you, because not everyone has the same intentions as you do. This doesn't mean that people are intentionally wanting to hurt you, but they could be careless in their choices and actions, and this could affect you. There are energies around you that could lower your vibration, and it's important you become aware of them, and that you aren't brought down by them. Okay. I think that that's all perfect. So they're not so long. So it was arrow first, right? And then lady was last. I think arrow and Lord. All right. So the Lord says, it says take charge with authority. Don't be afraid to take charge or use your voice. Be strong, Pisces. Okay. And I'm going to read it for you. The Lord is the consort of the lady, the emperor in the traditional tarot. He represents an authoritative male who isn't afraid to lay down the law. But this doesn't mean he is angry or chauvinistic. I never saw that word written down. Yeah, it doesn't mean that he's angry or chauvinistic. He is self-possessed, reliable, and ambitious. A man of honor who has earned his place in society. The Lord in this oracle holds a ram staff and wears a crown of antlers, showing he keeps himself firmly rooted and grounded and is protective of his people. He's regal. His regal air indicates he has a taste for the finer things in life, yet he's sensitive to those who are less fortunate. I like that. I like that description of him. All right, and then it says here, Pisces, sometimes you have to take control in order to be honored. If you feel that your kindness or gifts are being taken for granted, it's time to change that. All right, Pisces. There is no excuse for bad behavior, and the ancestors are encouraging you to hold your ground and speak your mind in a fiercely loving way. You have the energy and might, to overcome dramas or energies that aren't working for your growth, and it's time for you to take charge before you find yourself in a situation that you don't want to be in. You're being encouraged to be the boss instead of being bossed. This card also brings the energy of ambition and can show that you have the potential to move upwards on the professional level, but only if you act with authority and show who you really are. All right. I said there's no judgment, but I do like that explanation of him. And was he last? No, lady was last. All right, and so this oracle says the direction guardian. It says connect with your deepest desires, and then choose the path that will make your heart and soul sing. Make yourself happy, lovies. Now, it says the direction guardian card represents angels of direction. These amazing angels are ones who come to us when we are at a crossroads and we don't know which way to go. When we are unsure of what is right for us or of the bigger picture, they can help us to know what is the best for all involved. The direction guardian card refers to the vision of the Hebrew prophet Ezekiel, who is said to have seen an angel with 4 different faces. One was a child cherub, one was a bull, one was a lion, and one was an eagle. Okay. These 4 faces show the angels can appear in many guises and guide us in many different directions, but always for the highest good. That's what they're here for. All right. Lastly, your counterparts for this can actually be a meeting of your, like, you could be meeting your your better half or your completer, something. Yeah, this is about completion. Check it out. Okay, anyway, all right, so yeah, this is enjoy growth and reap rewards. All right, so lady, reap what you have sown and enjoy the fruits of your labor. Grow and expand in all areas of your life. The lady, known as the empress in the traditional tarot, is representation of the goddess in her most fertile form. She is abundant, bountiful, and creative. She's a bountiful, creative being. She is closely connected to nature because it is her child. She represents maternal energy and has more than enough love to give all who need nurturing. Yet she is a representation of the goddess Venus too, and yearns for a rich relationship with her counterpart, the Lord. Look at that. In this card, she holds an apple. Its seeds form the perfect pentagram, which in paganism represents the 5 elements of life: earth, air, water, fire, spirit. All right, now. Fertility, growth, and abundance are imminent with when this lady arrives in your life. All the seeds you have planted are coming to your life, and there are plenty more rewards to come. In a material sense, this card can represent financial security and comfort. It shows that there will be more than enough to go around. If you are making business deals or setting intentions to create financial growth, this card indicates a considerable amount of monetary success. The lady can also usher in other forms of abundance opportunities, marriage proposals, and even the birth of a child. She will help you respect nature and connect with forces in order to have a genuinely supported journey throughout your life. Okay? That's what I got for these majors, okay? This is the top of the line. This is the top of the, top of the situation. Wow, now I got everything all mixed up here. All right, and then, so we're going to put that book there and take this out in case I need to. 3 of Coins, collaborative. And I want to say, I'm not going to read so much of it. What I do like about these cards, though, Pisces, my nails aren't even fake and I can't put them up. What I do like about these cards is they do have the explanation of them. They do have a Bible verse associated with it. So, I mean, and I do appreciate that. I really do. I'm going to do some, fact checks, about that, though. They really just going to keep me here waiting forever. Anyway, whatever. Yeah, so I'm going to check it out real quick. Let me say 3 coins. Well, I'm going to just skim through this, unless, let's see. All right, so vetiver is the plant that she's associated with, and, oh, okay, so I think maybe only the major arcanas have the Bible verse. A very successful Afro-Romani root worker awaits the arrival of a client. Thousands of gypsies were reclassified as collared and intermarried into Negro communities throughout the South. They were known to be especially skilled at breaking hexes and curses. Wow. This woman wears 2 necklaces to keep the blessings coming. A rosary made of black-eyed peas and a wishbone. And that's what she has on. That is what she's wearing. That's right. Okay, so see, there you go, a remedy to keep yourself protected, Pisces. There we are, okay? Take heed to what I'm saying. All right, and it says a positive employment, professional growth, internships, high standards, appreciation for a job well done, beneficial use of talents, exceeding expectations, promotions, detail oriented people, upgrades, improvements in social status, and being validated by others, degrees, certifications, collaborations, and goal oriented people is what you would take from here, okay? And these swords, I mean, is that in the back here? Let me check them out right quick. I am not gonna take too long, I promise. All right, y'all. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So the Ace of Swords herb is ashwagandha. Ashwagandha is a it's an adaptogen. You know what that does? That ashwagandha. I bet you I already know what it's probably going to say. When you elevate your an adaptogen, if you ingest it, which you should, if it keeps your immune system running perfectly, and just try it. I think that psychically it might build a protective wall around your psyche, babies. All right, so let me just read it. It says a hand clasps an illuminated dagger with a chicken foot and two scleric rings from an owl dangling from it. The chicken foot symbolizes protection and revealing of hidden enemies. The scleric ring symbolizes foresight and making wise choices. That's all we need to know right there. So this like I said, you're collaborating. At the beginning, at the top of the hour, I was saying that you know, the bottom line here is about, like, you know, collaborations, but they're being made with very clear understanding of what and who you're collaborating with. So we're going to get into it, because when you got to this devil energy moving forward in your near future, I feel like you already knew, so it's not new to you. But I do know that the devil was here to collect. You're going to pay up on whatever it is that you okay, and that's just that's the way it is. Nothing to be afraid of. It's definitely something to be aware of. But first and foremost, Pisces, I want you to make sure that you take heed of and what the book is telling you, and protect yourself. I don't know what your religion, what your practices are. You can Google some things. You can also, you see, I don't want to give away too many things over the internet. But like, if there's something that's something you can, like I said, Google some things on the internet. Go to your Bible, okay? If that's what you practice, or pray about it, okay? Protect yourself. Protect yourself in every area. You got that angel earlier with these other cards. That angel got 4 faces on it, okay? Or 4. It represents all areas. It represents earth, air, water, fire, and the 5th element of the spirit. You want to protect yourself in all those ways is what I'm going to advise you. And don't be afraid. Be aware. Be ready. Okay, nothing wrong with being protected. It takes some time, especially if you've never done it before. But when you're very well protected, well, it don't matter what they're doing. You're protected. You're protected. Okay. Now, okay. So Miss Ida here, this little girl. I'm just curious. All right, y'all. I ain't gonna take too long on the reads, because I think I got the gist of everything else. I do. Remember. Where's she at, though? Huh? Yeah, so she does represent the high priestess. And the psalm that goes along with her, it says, "Be still and know that I am God." A 7-year-old Ida Carter is standing in an attic surrounded by candles. It's dark, but she's not afraid, because she's an old soul. I did read this before. She's an old soul who understands that she's never really alone. Ida, 7 sisters, Carter, 1900 to, there's a question mark as far as her time on this earth. I guess that means that they don't know if she's alive or not. She was a root worker in Hogansville, Alabama. And it says there isn't much information about Miss Ida, but she told in an interviewer that she was called to root working at just 7 years old. Miss Ida recalled the process of her self initiation, which consisted of burning 7 candles. all night while she prayed, starting on the 1st of May and continuing for 6 consecutive nights. Miss Ida repeated this process in May for 7 years until the Holy Spirit told her that she was ready to work for the community. Okay, so I guess that would be the means of one means of letting if you consider yourself a high priestess, you could go through that type of a process. And it says Miss Ida appears in a reading. You are being advised to slow down and consult your inner voice regarding the matters at hand. Everyone is forced to wait sometimes, but very few know how to do so while remaining at peace. Miss Ida asks that you stop sighing and tapping your foot at the wait for the light to turn red or go green. Do you know what might be down the road that could be harmful to you? So take your time, baby. A little bit more here. It says, or others of you make a move now. It says hold on, and others of you make a move now just because you feel like moving. No, you don't. Miss Ida is telling us that it is best to stop that foolishness and do something constructive in the meantime. Go within. Some things you might want to consider when it shows up in your reading is you want to trust your intuition. You want to consider to let go and let God. You want to consider, are you being impatient or forcing the issue unnecessarily? You want to maybe pay attention to your dreams and visions. And everyone has a dark side. Are you aware of how yours works? Call your mother or your mother figure, Pisces. Okay. Seek and embrace the mysteries. And this last one here says, does the unknown thrill or frighten you? And then ask yourself why and why not. Now that we've got that out the way, unconsciously here you've got this energy of the Father of Sticks, the King of Wands energy. I mean, it's a very noble, good energy. It's a king, for crying out loud. It's like the next level below actually being divine. It's an appointment, though. It's like, I guess the king could be like the president, be akin to the president. And you know that presidents are like related somehow, but I'm not going to get into that because we're not going to get into that. But I'm just saying, just something to go look up and research. But Pisces, the message here for you is that you've got this reputation for whatever your reputation is for. I think it's for being that person that is charismatic, that is very attractive, that is very magnetic, fiery, action-oriented, on the front line. Actually, the reading that I did not post that I did for you guys, was it yesterday? I think it was the day before yesterday that I did it. Either way, it was a little bit more erratic than this because that was my fault, because I was just like letting it all hang out. But fuck that, I'm not doing that right now. I might still post it, who knows? But it did have these energies here. I'm liking it better now though. So you've got that type of a reputation, and I can't tell for certain if that's what you're trying to live up to. You shouldn't be though. You need to trust the information that we got about this this high priestess energy. Okay, Miss Ida. Now, where the hell did she come from and why? Let me think. 1, 2. I don't even know. Did I take out 6 cards, y'all? Why y'all didn't say nothing to me? Anyway. You are focused on some type of a completion. You're aware of it. I think that this phase has come quickly, suddenly, or something like that, quicker than you had anticipated. So you got your wish granted. So I mean, I don't know. Maybe you went and got some work done. You went to go see somebody to help you out with something that was when you in your situation. I had judgment out here before. Where is that? Where is that though? Hold on. That's what we missing. Hold up, y'all. Where's my judgment card? Did they drop it? Boom, boom. I can't figure it out where it's at, but y'all know we did have judgment out here. I know you remember. Where is that? Did I put it back? What the fuck? You guys could be dealing with some type of a legal situation. And when I say legal, I mean, yeah, it could be actually in reference to going down to the courthouse. I don't know if y'all got tickets or court hearings, and I don't know, is you black? You know what I'm saying? It's like, I'm just joking. I didn't mean it. It was a joke. It was really a joke, guys. Don't take everything so serious. Like, gosh, guys, don't take jokes. I know black people ain't the only people that get locked up and stuff. But either way, I remember having judgment out here though. So I certainly, most certainly do recall it. And what's that is? The fuck? Alright. Give me a second. I'm going to find it. Maybe I won't find it, but we're gonna talk about it because I know I had it out here. Yeah, I just really can't call it. What the hell is wrong with me? What the fuck? I remember we had the world card, and I remember having this as the outcome, the possible outcome. We got the devil. Where does Huzzy come from? Oh, I know. I didn't mix the cards up, y'all. I told y'all I do this by accident sometimes. I got it. We're going back. All right, so I read the High Priestess energy too soon. I should have stuck with. I should have did it in order. All right, 1, 2. There's still too many cards out here. I don't know what the heck I was thinking, but we're going to go with the flow. Yeah. So you're energetically focused on this completion. I don't even want to necessarily say it's free will type of a focus. I mean, the bottom line is your body and you're energetically attracted. Completion is you're at the precipice of a completion, consciously and unconsciously. And with all that being said, in addition to that, I don't know if you know it or not. Well, I mean, so you recently got your wishes fulfilled. So whatever it is that you are wanting or needing, yeah, it's a yes, it's a go. The only thing is, I don't know if you were aware that you were coming to a completion right now, Pisces, and when I say completion, I mean time to pay the piper type of thing like that, and depending on your character, your the role that you play in a greater, bigger picture for this time frame and for a few years moving up forward. You do have the devil's energy. So, but see, the energy representing yourself, like I see it earlier, is that you have the High Priestess, and the High Priestess does represent. I'm sorry for not looking at y'all, but I'm thinking about and thinking about. All right, so the High Priestess does represent your sign. Yeah, so if the Pisces, I think Pisces are the High Priestesses of the Zodi of the Tarot. All right, that's magnificent. I like that because that lets us know you're here, you're aware, you're right there though, even though you didn't know that it was time to pay the piper today already though, right now. Okay, I don't know what that's going to entail for you because this is a general reading. If something comes to me, I'll keep it to you. I'll let you know. Yeah, but I told you now, this lady, this devil energy is represented by the funeral home lady. Like, this is the lady in the town, like she down south somewhere. She owns a funeral home. Anyway, the story with this devil lady energy funeral home owner, we love her, even though her energy is representational of the devil. This is the thing, Pisces, and the Pisces, some of y'all might need to understand this here. Don't disrespect people, please. Don't be out here talking too many times and too loud and yeah. Because goals and everybody don't do that because it'll you're gonna call something into yourself that you might your ass might not be able to cash that one, no matter how many wishes came true for you. Be quiet, sit down and be humble. Ain't that what Kendrick Lamar said that? Just be quiet. You run a less risk of having to be told publicly to sit the fuck down and shut the fuck up. Spiritually, physically, mentally, emotionally, you name it. Okay? Yeah. Either way, so get your heart right, folks. And if you owe, pay. If you gotta pay one of them people, a loan shark, to pay them then. Something. Protect yourself. Remember, get that them black eyed peas and that cross on around your neck for Whatever this lady with the Three of Coins is doing it for, it's for protection and clarity or something like that. And but you got your wish fulfilled. And this I know in other decks and other ways, when I look at the Nine of Cups energy, it does indicate like spell work type of energy. I don't know if it's going to say that, but it just does. To me, it indicates wealth that you did work for. Yeah. That you did deserve. Yeah. But some people work for this kind of wealth and they don't get it because I don't know. Sometimes it works and sometimes it just doesn't. All right. Now I remember. I know that Judgment was down here, folks. Bear with me. I mean, even though the cards might walk around sometimes, the fact still applies and remains. I know I had pulled 2 out right here, the hopes and fears, 8 knives and 6. What's this? No, that was 8 knives and a queen. We're getting there. Where does this? Now this is what I do not recall throwing out. So this is what what came up out of the blue. All right. So I mean, hey, you're. And it's funny that while I was just saying, sit down and be quiet, take it easy. With the energy that you are interacting with and connecting with, the Emperor / Empress. Completion, that's divine, Pisces. So the Pisceans that I'm ministering to here, you guys are aware of that energy and aware of showing respect for what you don't know about, or which even if you do know about it, you understand that people could be looking at you and you don't want to upset the balance of things, not right now anyway, but you probably already know that. Pisces, as if you don't know what you need to know. There are 1 or 2 Pisceans that I don't know, 20% or 10% of the viewers here that need to know that sit down, be humble, and be quiet. Even if you don't know, be quiet. Don't be so quick just because somebody's smaller than you or has less influence than you do. People have ancestors and we did back in the day. We didn't do like tarot card readings on the internet. So I'm saying that to say that just because a lot of people aren't seasoned enough to even be doing this, and so some readers, givers, per se, could say, or get into some type of a battle with the wrong person. And obviously, when you're dealing with this kind of stuff and you got these kind of cards, there is an element or a possibility of that black dark magic thing that's considered a sin. And but it's not though. I'm gonna tell y'all about this devil, honey. Let me tell y'all anyway. Listen, just be quiet. That's all I can say. I don't want to talk too. I'm zoning. I'm in somewhere. I'm saying some things. Yeah, I think that some of you have your reputation. Some of y'all are on a precipice of being elevated or demoted. Some of y'all can't afford to be demoted. So the only thing that you can afford, some of you, that 10 or 20%, the only thing that you can afford to do is elevate. And I don't know, you may have spent into your generational bank already so much that you might be running out of benefits. You see, that's what puts you in the devil's hands. Miss Robinson, she owns a funeral home. Miss Robinson used to go to church with everybody, right? This is a little quickie. She went to church, right? And she's a well-known root worker. But she does what she does. She helps people. She don't bother nobody. She goes to church, though. And, a lot of people have all this negative stuff to say, about, root workers. I mean, and I get it. I understand. I actually was born and raised in that type of a situation myself. And it does say, stay away from that. But some people don't stay away from what they have been brought up with. And, and they go to church, rather than pointing out someone's side hustle in church, especially when it's got to do with the spirit stuff. You don't want to isolate. You don't want to shun. You don't want to offend the wrong person because you're allowed to do whatever you want, especially when you know that you're strong and that you can handle it. But I know I've had to learn, and I'm grateful to still be here and alive because I used to have a mouth on me. I'm anointed with these words that I could use, but that was a joke. Yeah, you fuck around, you fuck around, you fuck around, and yeah, I mean that's what you call it said, Mr. Mickey. No, he said he got bills to pay and he got to make it back home. So you fuck around, you fuck around, you fuck around and get smoked. And he had to say that 3 times because leave him alone, yo. Like be quiet. Okay, you heard it's you hear that this person does this dark wrong thing that does not apply to you anyway. The parish, the members at the church, she didn't pay it no mind, when she heard, because people say stuff all the time, right? And then Ms. Robinson she had begun to notice that the people that were in the church, they started acting funny with her and shit, right? And the fuck is that other lady name? Let me see. Let me see if I can find it right. I ain't gonna read too much because I know this one by heart, but I'm long-winded sometimes. And she had noticed that the people had began to act different around her. So obviously, the lady that put her on blast was no, that's not her. The lady that had put her on blast. You know how some churches got cliques and whatnot. Where you at, woman? Oh, it was Miss Patrick. Yeah, it says Miss Patrick was trying her best to destroy Miss Robinson's entire life, even though she didn't know her, all right? So, I mean, who's the devil in this situation? The woman that's the root worker, pardon me, or Miss Patrick. Miss Patrick either has a grandchild or a child that's like 10 years old. And, the lady that owns the funeral home that went up to her and was like, "Yo, man, keep my name out of your mouth, please." And then I think Miss Patrick said some stupid shit like, "What are you gonna fucking put a spell on me, bitch? Like, I wish the fuck you would." And then she started laughing at her, and it was kind of dumb to do something like that. So Miss Robinson just walked off but she was tight. Woo! She was wound the fuck up tight. Now, mind you, this lady don't have no man. The other lady, Miss Patrick, Miss Big Mouth, Miss Click-ish, Miss the Click. Ain't nobody fucking with my clique. Miss Robinson was like, "Bitch, please." Anyway, I don't know, maybe she said 20, a few hours or days or something like that later, the little boy got sick, fell ill and died. The 10-year-old boy. And, so they had at the boy's funeral, Miss Patrick was crying, and then Miss Robinson was sitting way over there somewhere, fanning. She was using her fan. And everybody is around Miss Patrick crying. And I think that Miss Patrick had glanced over a little bit. You could tell somebody looking at you. She just took one look, and homegirl was like at the funeral, and that was her baby. And that baby was her whole life. That's all she cared about right now. That being said, sit down, be humble, be quiet, whether you got backup or not, because some people was ready for your backup, and some people are smaller than you and have less influence, and sometimes some people are smaller than you and then they have less influence, and then they know that they got an army to fight against. They come with a freaking grenade, like 10 grenades, and ready to do that whole bomb thing that they did on the 9/11. So you just never know. You want to sit down and be quiet and don't provoke people anyway. Be smart, but you know that, and if you don't know, you should, because you got the high priestess coming up, showing up in your own whatchamacallit, and you got judgment here, so you got a double-edged sword, Pisces. You're being you're being judged. There's going to be an adjustment made. And so with that being said, the way that you're feeling right now is you got the 8 of Swords energy, and you do have it for some reason that the Queen of Swords had wanted to fall out, and the 8 of Swords is tight, self-imposed, restrictive, not freely flowing type of energy. And I guess that's better than being on Front Street, being too loud and doing things for show. But what I haven't read yet is the Hierophant's meaning here, because in these particular cards, they're a little bit different. For instance, like the moon. The moon is generally portrayed as feminine, and it's not. In here, they actually gave me a different perspective. I'm on some other shit now, yo. I'm about to rewrite the freaking Bible, yo. But let me stay on task. Okay. Okay. All right. So the Bible verse associated with the Hierophant is Mr. C.H. Mason. It says, so whoever knows the right thing to do and fails to do it, for him it is a sin. Didn't we just have these cards out in the arrow? And I was just telling you that I know I said sin earlier. If you know the right thing to do and you don't do it, that's a sin. First of all, and I'm going to read this for you. All right, and yeah, we took longer. We took just as long yesterday. Pisces, but it says this card combines Bishop Mason's iconic photo with an interpretation of what his spiritual baptism looked like. Okay, let me see that. Yo, these cards be looking scary. And this ain't even in Africa. This down south somewhere, okay? He looked shot, gone. Like he just like one of them scary figures. Anyway, you got to get the book because you can't even really see it if I put it up and hold it for you. But yeah, it says it's telling us what his baptism looked like. He said this about the moment the Holy Spirit visited him. All right, so when he had gotten when he had gotten me straight on my feet, there came a light which enveloped my entire being above the brightness of the sun. When I opened my mouth to say glory, a flame touched my tongue, which ran down me. My language changed, and no word could I speak in my own tongue. Oh, I was filled with the glory of the Lord, aka the law. My soul was then satisfied. And it says in parentheses, Mason, the history and life work of Elder C.H. Mason and his co-laborers. And then it says 30, and I don't know what that means. We're going to keep it moving. So Bishop Charles Harrison Mason, from 1866 to 1961, was a Pentecostal holiness denominational leader and founder of the Chief Apostle and First Senior Baptist Church of God in Christ, aka COGIC, based in Memphis, Tennessee. By the time of Mason's death, COGIC had more than 4,000 churches and 4,000 members in South America, Africa, Asia, Europe, and the United States. Today, it has 6.5 million members and 12,000 congregations around the world. All right. And we got a little bit more to go, guys. Yeah, so it says here, one of the most significant events in Bishop Mason's life was surviving a yellow fever epidemic when he was 12 years old. His recovery was attributed to prayer. Bishop Mason's mother, Elijah, who was formerly enslaved, was known in the community as a very powerful and spiritually gifted woman. In this theology of Black American churches, the Holy Spirit was emphasized and petitioned to intercede in heavenly matters more than in mainstream churches. Bishop Mason was dedicated to spreading the word of God, but he didn't think that women's voices should be suppressed by the church, nor did he believe that there was anything wrong with seeing the power in and utilizing roots. After all, rod and see, whatever that's called in that and it says divination by means of a rod, wand, staff, stick, or arrow was utilized by patriarchs in the Bible. And yeah, it's a staff. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me, thy rod and thy staff they comfort me. That's what it said. Thy rod and thy staff. So those words are actually utilized in the Bible, like he's saying. Anyway, the meaning of this here is when you receive the bishop's energy as your possible outcome in a reading, you're being asked to humble you. Oh, look at the girl. Listen, I'm really good at this, guys, and hang with me so you can get better. All right. Yeah, it says the meaning of this says yeah. Where did I go? It says you're being asked to humble yourself and trust the teachers, guides, and elders of your community. This is no easy task in an age when no one wants to be told what to do, and authorities of all types are subjects of deep suspicion and or outright hatred. This is especially true if said authorities are representative of so-called organized religions. While there is an excellent reason to be skeptical of anyone attempting to usurp our agency, we should not allow paranoia to become so crystallized in our consciousness that we end up throwing the baby out with the bathwater. Bishop C.H. Mason represents the conventional wisdom of any and all social institutions, be they universities, places of worship, or corporations. Basically, this includes any place with rules, guidelines, rites, rituals, and that must be adhered to in order to be considered officially a member of a community. All right. Yeah. So humble yourself is what the bottom line is going to be, y'all. It says the bishop also represents unspoken rules, as they are often just as important. For example, a person attending a heavy metal concert in well-fitted khakis, a button-down shirt with a popped collar, and loafers would almost instantly be identified as being an outsider. It doesn't matter if the person is preppy. It doesn't matter if the person in the preppy clothes knows the lyrics to every song and the band performs as the band performs. So it is critical to understand that no matter how free spirited the individuals at the concert consider themselves to be, a what the hell reaction to the preppy dresser is indicative of still being part of a system. The bishop asks you to recognize the importance of the group cohesion, cooperation, submission, temperance, and conversation regarding the matter at hand. This is most likely not the best time to do you. All right, Pisces? Let me see. I'm gonna try to sum this last one up. You want to consider conform. Is conformancy always good or bad to you? The nail that sticks out gets hammered down. What do you really believe in or have faith in? Go deeper and explore further. Do you see the value in cultural heritage? Is what is considered orthodoxy or the proper way to do things actually orthodox, or is it improper to your community? It might be in your best interest to follow the rules at this time. Everyone is a disciple of something, but true disciples are rare. Are you sure you understand the fine print? Join us, Pisces. That's another thing to consider. Could it be that what is expected of you is good for you? Be on time for the ritual. Get back in line, Pisces. Teamwork makes the dream work. Follow the leader. And Simon says, I think that's it. That better be it. Yeah, that's it. All right, and I do have three more to read about, and that's where it's going to get tongue-tied. But we're going to do it anyway. So far, Pisces, you guys, I told you this was going to be long. And I don't want to apologize because I want to be thorough. I'm working on my comfortability here, okay? That's why I'm here in my 90s again. Yeah, so we have the Sibyl's Oracle, and where did we start off? I know we had Death last, so we put that right there. I think accumulation was first. It was accumulation that came first. Then there was disguise, and then there was death. Oh, this is like some kind of comedic around something else. It's like Egyptian or something like that. Hold on, though. Let me get to the table of contents so I can get straight to the meat of the dilemma. And then I'm going to tie it all in. I don't know if you've noticed. Well, you had to because I've been talking ever since. But what I like about having these three different decks involved in the situation is that they each somehow, they were all shuffled, you know. I'm tapped in and tuned in. And we're right here together, right? And they're verifying each other. It's just like you got to verify your multiplication timetables when you do that division problem. You got to do some situation where you work it out and verify the correctness to your conclusion. Damn it! All right, so and I don't want to go too fast through this because I want you to get the full gist of it. Next month, though, Pisces and every other sign, the readings will be shorter significantly. I mean, unless you guys like them this long. I'm not necessarily minding, but it is time consuming, and I don't know what the hell else I might be doing. Let me see. The hell? Accumulation, please. Mysteries, wisdom, unity, opposition, death, transformation, accumulation, 73. One moment, please. We're on it. I can find that page in the dark. Yeah, so it says all consume, few thoroughly digest. Okay, that's what I meant when I told you guys this was going to be a long reading. We're an hour and a half in, and I'm a very I know the tarot cards very well. It's just that, like I said, a different deck. You got a different way to go about things. We're going to follow the rules here until we don't need to. All right, so it says the bees represent productivity, sacrifice, teamwork, focus, and order. Just like that damn Hierophant, our possible outcome card just now verified. Okay, the entire existence is dedicated to accumulation for the sake of their community, and the bowl of fruit symbolizes abundance of such efforts. Symbolize the abundance of such efforts, and then here's the tongue ties. Are we ready? Yes, we're ready. We was born ready. All right. The religio mythological associations definition of this here, it says Dedun, Dedun is how that is spelled, was the Nubian god of prosperity, wealth, incense, especially frankincense, and the protector of Nubian royalty. He is one of the oldest Nubian deities and was particularly loved by the Medjay, M-E-D-J-A-Y, the elite soldiers, and the ancient Kemetic military. Pharaoh's son, Suret, hold on, Senshret, Senusret. So Pharaoh's Senshret the third and Thutmose the third both paid him homage with a stela and the refurbishment of his shrines at Senna and Uranarti. Okay, and I'm sorry, I'm not going to repeat that though. And it says Umdidon was worshipped at the temple of Anan at the Siwa Oasis. And, okay, so then it says Abundantia, Felicitas, and Anonia was the ancient Roman goddess of wealth. Her name means plenty or overflowing with riches. There were few temples dedicated solely to the worship of Abundantia. But she was invoked in public and private rites. She was associated with the aristocracy and was particularly favored by them. Wow, more tongue twisters. Yeah. Okay, so Nikal, Nikkal, was the Phoenician Canaanite goddess of fruits. Her Sumerian Babylonian counterpart is called Ningal, and the priestess of Nikal were said to be experts in the art of dream interpretation. I don't know if she's real or not, but that's what it says. And pay attention, folks, with me because I'm working here. I'm working it out. So it says you want to consider some things such as, do you fully appreciate and use what you already have? Okay. Are you upset or angry that someone else is asking you to contribute or give more, even if their request, are you upset or angry that someone else is asking you to contribute or give more, even if the request makes sense? Are you okay but just being greedy? And do you know exactly what it will take for you to feel fulfilled? All right, I'm going backwards here. I know I shouldn't, but also it says to consider, will more really make things better? Are you feigning contentment because you're too afraid to ask for more? Because you're afraid to ask for or seek more? And you want to consider, is your plan to get more morally and ethically correct? Now, remember when we started out, we had the Emperor and Empress. Okay, so there's the verifications that I like about this here. In a nutshell, let me see here. Remember, we started out with these two cards. These two cards can tell like the bottom line. So I could have just been like boom, 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 but that's not what I wanted to do. Okay, because I'm trying to learn and teach and preach, and in my way. Ain't it, man? Praise God. Yeah, that's what I said. Yeah, but the commentary here, it says, it is rare to meet a person who is absolutely content with what they have. Can I talk to somebody here? I need a doggone I need an organ and a choir right here. Yeah, it says it's rare to meet a person who is absolutely content with what they have, because people often feel that they could do more if they had more. This would be positive if they fully utilized what they had already actually accumulated, and desired more to avoid the stagnation and boredom that inevitably lead to decay. All right, use your time wise. Pisces. In this scenario, the desire is healthy for a person's growth and development. However, if you want more without first using what we have already possesses, it leads to waste and greed. No need to be reminded of the suffering caused by the inability to stop consuming more long after satisfaction has been achieved. Having a sense of abundance is a byproduct of recognition, appreciation, and giving. In other words, you must notice the bounty that surrounds you, appreciate it, and contribute to the well being of others in any way that you are able. Um, it is the failure to do so. I'm sorry, it is the failure to do this that is the cause of the bottomless bucket syndrome that makes people feel impoverished and never completely satisfied, regardless of how much stuff they have. Many of us become vexed and critical if we hear a wealthy person complaining about anything, because we automatically associate accumulation with happiness. But contentment has little to do with actual quantity. Truth is, bottomless bucket types, you know, could be sitting upon heaps of gold coins, diamonds, rubies, emeralds, and sapphires, but still find a reason to sigh listlessly for one thing or more, or something. Yeah, so that's that. That's the definition of that. And which ones did I have next? I got two more to go, y'all. And I do really thank you if you're still here. And if you're still here, then this is benefiting you. And I really would like it if you could share the video. That's right. That was the last one. So we got that out the way. Now we have disguise. This is going to be tricky, but I think I read this. Am I in the right book? Yeah, I'm in the right book. I gotta go to the table of contents though, y'all, because I'll be here forever trying to figure out where it's at. Oh, so maybe not. So 38. We're getting there. It's at the end. Yeah. So it's weird. It's disguise is actually, I think, like in Spanish, it's habit. Anyway, deception feeds and protects all life. Key symbol: the animal represents the Amazigh deity Ash, who was known as the Lord of Libya and was the god of the oasis, guardian of the Sahara Desert, and protector of vineyards of the Western Nile Delta and royal estates. Depicted here as an unknown beast, he could be considered frightening or dangerous. Things are not always what they seem. He appears malefic, but is benign. The religio mythological association: Zeus. Zeus was the Greek god of the sky and the thunder, and the ruler of the Olympian gods. The sanctuary of Zeus in Cyrene, Libya, was larger than the Parthenon or whatever, the Parthenon in Athens, and also served the worshippers of Zeus slash Ammon, Ammon. And it says to survive this, you must enhance or further develop other qualities within yourself. All personality types exist within us, and they may be accessed when needed. Adaptation. You see that word is showing up again. I told you that there's an aptogen herb, ashwagandha. But anyway, adaptation is not being fake. Sometimes it is the only way to survive. And there's nothing else to say about that. So we're going to go ahead to death. I bet you this one has it's got a twist to it. It's not as grim as it sounds. Death. Let's see here. All right. Thanks, God. Thank you so much. And Pisces says thank you also. Um, Spirit says you're welcome and thank you for listening. Yeah, so where did I see that at? You're right here. Okay, only distance is death. Okay, so key symbols: Gebel al Matwa, aka the Mountain of the Dead, at the Siwa Oasis in Libya, is called because the hill contains several tombs that date from the 26th dynasty and the Greco-Roman periods of Kemet. It represents the perception of death by the living. Uh, the remains of bones and artifacts of the nobles buried there only signify their apparent and the religio mythological association is honorable ancestors. There are people in the family community slash community who led exemplary lives and were to be consulted about matters of importance and given offerings as required. Deceased relatives were still considered present, even if they were unseen. Ancestors' reverence was a part of daily life for all people in the ancient Mediterranean. Okay? It says death is usually understood as the end. But this is an unspecific position that we continue to perpetuate because we become emotionally attached to specific forms in specific ways. Most of us have heard that matter cannot be created or destroyed, but that is of little importance when we're grieving at such a short time ago was present. When we're grieving at what such a short time ago was someone that was here, basically, that suddenly has become the past. So if people know all matter is immortal, then what is the source of our pain and longing? All right, the source of our pain and longing is whatever we had accepted to be accurate in relation to time and space. Mm-hmm. There's more, guys, but we're gonna have to see. We're all done here, though. Yeah. So, it says time and space. Why death hurts and that's why death hurts us so much. Even if we were advanced enough to see the necessity of an apparent ending, and do not view it as bad or unfortunate or unfortunate, we still suffer because of our perception of distance. When something or someone we adore is not in the form and space and time we're used to, we are wounded and we long to travel back in time to experience that relatedness again. Do not feel bad about this because understand that the present is actually where you belong. And be grateful for those times that you were with someone or doing something that brought you joy, love, or understanding. Make peace with any mistakes you made and prove that you have learned from those mistakes by agreeing not to entertain thought patterns that resulted in the choices to do what you did if a similar situation presents itself in the future. Doing this will make you focus on best aspects of your ever-present existence by permitting the lessons learned to make you a better person. The beauty of your relationship with that person, place, or thing will always be relevant as a continuously beneficent force. And it says the cycle of positivity will be perpetual because long after you've moved on, your ability to extract good from apparent loss will inspire others to do the same, or at a minimum, know that it is possible. How many generations could be affected by such an example? That's a question mark. Question. And if you are experiencing an ending or an apparent loss, don't focus on a new beginning. if it were not up to, if you are not up to it yet, focus on how much good you have because you had the experience. So you want to consider these questions should the death cards show up in your oracle, folks. And like I said, we're going to talk about it in a summary. Hold on. Are you focused on how much more you could have received instead of how much you've already received? You want to focus on ask yourself, do you believe you can lose what is truly yours? And also you want to ask yourself, has not making peace with your mistakes prevented the best of experiences from shining through? Ask yourself what did you learn from them, and how can your wisdom practically benefit others? What would you want others to feel and learn from your interaction with them, if you are the one who died or otherwise had to move on? And lastly, here it says, are there fears related to this ending that have nothing to do with the actual person, place, or thing? So those are things to consider. In a nutshell, folks, Pisces, I don't know what you guys have gotten into because, like I said, it's a general reading, and like I said, also these energies are yin and yang, male and female. And I want to say yin and yang, positive and negative, rather than really 100% male and female, because it could be a male queen and a female king. You dig me, you get me. And I don't mean to not look at you guys' faces, but and I'm not a narcissist. At least I don't think I am. But this is how it works out. If I could, in my mind's eye, my eyes are white completely right now. But that's in my mind's eye, how my eyes feel charged out when I do this. Basically, though, in a nutshell, it's letting you know that it's time to pay up. I don't know what you guys got yourselves into, and I don't mean to say that in such a dismal type of a way, because it could be something good. You could have gotten yourself a wonderful, great thing also, and you could, I don't know, you could hit the lottery or something. Some of you, that could be, a possibility or an example, okay, of what I'm surmising here, Pisces. And if it's not such a great, wonderful ending, pardon me, that you are required to make right now in order to enjoy more life, something unexpected has come up. I feel like I'm speaking to some of you who are used to having your way. You did show up in your reading, so you're used to having your way. And we all have to, have a little sleight of a hand time sometimes. So, like right now, Pisces, in accordance with this reading is really in accordance with the ways that things are going right now for all of us. And that's why I did this like this. I like these decks. I think I'm going to stick to this. The readings will get shorter, maybe not. But just take heed to the lesson. This is for February 2021. Pisces. Generally, okay, and these readings are general, so they could be this. Now, this is not in reference to like a work type of a situation or a platonic interaction with anything or anybody. I mean, these readings can even go as far, go into the ethereal realms. These could be situations that are going on in your dream state. To me, when I do my readings, they are dreams. They're dreams. My readings, they feel like a dream to me. Sometimes you ever wish you were really dreaming? No, because if you're dreaming and something occurs in your dream, that means it's on its way to coming into fruition. It's about that time that we get to know our spiritual aspects of ourselves. I mean, you might not know how to do spells and stuff, but you can get decks of cards like these. I dropped it. The my hoodoo deck. I mean, it does have some things in there, and you don't want to. And if you're afraid, okay, but whatever you don't let your fear or your self-righteousness put you in Miss Robinson's funeral situation where she straight cleaned the fuck out of that lady's soul when she took that lady's baby. And when I don't know if you guys know, or if you've realized that when you do things, it don't even really have to be like, doing spells or along the lines of spirituality, but when you do those things, though, whatever you do, it comes back to you, and then your children. And I don't have all the answers. Like I said, I wasn't raised into this understanding about these things. But I'm learning, and yeah, I've come across some stumblings where I had to learn to bitch, sit down and be the fuck quiet. What the fuck? Oh, here we go. Here. Anyway, let me be quiet. Yeah, let me stop being upset. I am very grateful, so that's why I'm here, and I'm doing this show. And I'm sorry about the darkness in the background, but whatever. Pisces, 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 come back to me now. Right. Yeah, 10% of you. So, I mean, I guess you could look at the viewings, which are kind of minute right now because I'm kind of just getting started. You're paying up. You're paying for something right now. It could be a mortgage that you are being asked to pay on taxes. Tax time is right now, so you might. Oh yeah, taxes could be it could be something small or something major, but you're being asked to pay up on something that you weren't planning on paying it. But I feel this in a spiritual way and in a legal way. You could make payments. Now, here's the good thing about for right now, Pisces, and anyone that might be watching this. I had forgot that Mercury is in retrograde, but that would explain why things are just going, oh my godness, like that. Honestly, when I'm in when this is a good time for me. I do get a little bit loopy and discombobulated, but I have learned to take my time and just deal with it. Follow through with it though, but literally take time to think stuff through. Walk slower on my way to work or drive slower, not slower to like the annoying pace, but more carefully. Like pay careful attention as if you were just finding out or starting out how to do whatever it is you're doing, but don't do it to at a fault to somebody else behind you. Really consider everything that you're saying and doing and thinking. You mess around and come up on you might discover something beneficial to you and or others. And that's the name of the game right now. So in this world, we have actually an outgrowth of I guess I could say negative, bad energies, right? And so while we've been here for 2 and some change hours, not only did one sign, the greater good would tell you, Pisces, and anyone watching, to focus your if you don't know what to do, or if you don't want to do something that you're being called to do, instead of being slick with it, please, I would advise you not to be slick, but you know like what you can do, like I said, in any realm, in any level. But you want to try to be forthcoming, get your intention with an I, and you want to have this thing called your intention and your attention. Make note of those. Get a I'm gonna write the definition of them down. Your intention might save you from a bad situation that you might have made a wrong move or an unfair move with a good intention. Well, it might be considered it is free will, independent on how beneficial that you are to the whole world. Meaning, I don't know, are you going to be a teacher or something like that? Is one of your offspring's going to be like the freaking I don't know, Gandhi or Jesus, or a very influential part of this whole Earth's evolution. Okay. Touch not my anointed. The Bible says don't touch the anointed. Now, do you know that trees are anointed to be trees? And let's see what else. The sun is anointed to, be the sun. It rises every time we turn around. Here it goes. Here goes the sun again. And so are the seasons, right? So you shouldn't go up to the sun right now. I wouldn't, because you'd burn up. You burn up thinking about it, okay? Don't just go up to the sun and try to. I mean, you work with the sun. Respect the sun. Respect the there's a spider up there. He's right there, and I don't I'm not into the spiders, and and there are so many connotations associated with spiders, folks. Um, but I'm not dealing with that right now. And he's up there, and every morning, when I wake up, I look up there, and I'm like, Dad, I wonder how he's doing. And he didn't crawl himself up into a crevice that's up there, and I don't know, what is he morphing into something, or is he just hiding? I mean, I used to really have an issue with them because I can sense them, like, yeah, weird, right? Yeah, and they can sense me. You know, he was like, when I got up the other day and I noticed him, I could tell that he was noticing me getting up and moving around, and I immediately started speaking out like, you got to get out of here, right? But then time went on, and I started to clean up and incense and spray my little my little doodads and whatnot around here, and I started to sing and play music, and he was next thing I know he stayed out in the open for a bit, and he's not eating. He's been there all day. I went out, I came back, he's still there. Only he's like up in the crevice. It's like he's saving himself. I don't know if he knows that I can see him, but they do that sometimes. Sometimes they think you can't see him, you can. Anyway, I'm off topicing this situation again. Basically, I don't allow my fear right now of those individuals up there, those things, to cause me to put myself in a bad spot. What if I was a spider? Vice versa. And that doesn't mean that I ain't never done nothing to them, but I'm just being considerate of life and the greater good. And I do know of some situations within my own life where I've done things and I'm here still. You see, I've done things out of ignorance, and I did it blatantly and bold out of ignorance. And people might not be liking stuff like that, but I'm here covered and protected and still here being as beneficial as I possibly can be doing here. Not cussing nobody out. I got a mouth that's for days. I'm here. Please take heed to what I'm saying. I keep on saying it. Don't judge people. Come together with people. If you go to church and you go to the mosque, and if you go to the store at the corner of the block, and if you talk to spiders, hear voices, have an altar. I got one. Finally, it's not easy for me to get into these things here, but it feels more well for me, and I do. I don't judge people. I can't. I don't have the I can't do it, and it won't be doing me any good or them any good. Pisces, and it's 2% of you, or 10 or 2 or something like that. You guys, you might find yourself, getting checked out of here. Check like check, boom, take it to the by. Get out of here. And then if you got any offsprings or any projects that you're working on, or any love of your lives that means so much to you, so sorry for you. No can do. And then there are some of you who the universe can tell, it can smell, it can feel your desire to be so wonderful and good. Touch not mine anointed. So leave everything alone. I mean, if it's a bear coming at you, get the gun, boom, boom, blow its head off. I know. But hopefully it'll never come to that. Be aware of your surroundings. Please. Pay attention to your dreams. Get yourself some protection. Lay low. Okay? Walk soft, even though you've got that Glock back there or up there or whatever. Walk soft. Be nice and quiet and gentle and respectful. All right, I had to learn it. I used to be a bad bitch, but now I'm just me, And I was being funny when I said that. I know, you guys, we were like 2 hours in. This is all for you Pisces, and this is in the month of February. I'm glad that the computer can hold up to this. Yeah. What else? So we got all the oracles done, Pisces. I like the reading. I'm really wanting to really not make you afraid, but like I said, make you aware of your surroundings. Oh, what I was saying was Mercury's in retrograde too, so things might just be a little bit weird. Don't some people say not to sign any contracts. Do not buy. I'm gonna do a video. Don't buy any electronics and make any great big purchases until after the retrograde is gone. You can Google that and look it up, okay? To find out how long it's going to be. It's like 3 weeks, almost 4. And but this is a major retrograde. So this is a time when you want to just be as you want to dot your I's and cross them T's, because you're being observed and you're being looked at, whether you like it or know it or believe it or not. Okay, so just show some regard and respect for any and all races, colors, ages, sages, know then people that are new, please. That is my advice to you, because if you're not doing that, you're not going to be here long. And I don't know if you believe it or not, we're already seeing a shedding of the earth's, I guess you could say, vaginal. I don't know. Maybe the earth is in menopause. Who the f knows? But yeah, we're seeing that type of a dilemma going on where it's akin to the rapture, and everything is going to be all right if it's if it's your time or somebody's time. But why not just be in alignment? You never know what's coming after death. It could be a whole other world, a whole other life or time or a situation. I like to think that that is the case. Chatty catty, right? I know. um oh yeah, this is my garlic mixture. It smells so garlicky, so I'm gonna drink this in the morning or in the middle of the night just to keep my kidneys happy. Okay. Yeah, what sign is associated with kidneys? I gotta get me one of them posters to put on my wall. Pisces, behave yourselves, respect everybody, and don't be so skittish. Don't be so afraid. Be careful now. There's no such thing as too much caution. Damn, y'all, this is really strong. This tastes like it has garlic in it. And yeah, you see what I did, right? Yeah. No such thing as being too cautious. That's a lie. And take care of Pisces. This is for February 2021. And thank you. If you're still here, like, share, comment. If you want to. If not, don't. I can understand, because this is kind of lengthy for you guys, but you're worth it. And I gotta go now. I'm gonna see you guys later. Bye bye.